One of the good things about being the local MP is that you can corral the goodness that's in the community and see if you can achieve things that you couldn't have done, unless everyone worked together. And you have to work together in politics. There's no other way. It doesn't matter whether you vote Lib Dem, Tory or whatever. At the end of the day, everybody wants to improve everybody's lives. That's my view. So there are two initiatives that I've tried to introduce for the island. The first was, I'm a real film buff. I love going to films and watching films. I think it's partly because my wife is a drama producer, and therefore it's part and parcel of our family life looking at drama. But I myself, I just love old movies, and I like going to current movies, and good old Dame Helen Mirren. And I was really pleased, The Last King of Scotland won as well, because I thought The Queen and that were great films. We don't have a cinema on the island. We used to have 5 in the heyday of the cinema in the 50s and early 60s. I brought together for a whole day groups of people from all over Britain who'd created community cinemas, and to Mike Brown's great credit, who's a local Lib Dem councillor, he put together a team following a meeting, and we've now got a community cinema in the Healthy Living Centre in Sheerness, and most Friday afternoons and evenings there's a film, usually within a month of it being released in the West End. It's normally down in Sheerness, which is great, and I hope we'll develop a film club, and I hope we'll have a film festival, and I hope we can develop film in our secondary school education once we resolve what we're going to do with either the academy or the federated secondary schools. The other thing that we have, which is absolutely spectacular, is the wetlands, which are the south of the island. We have about, I don't know how many acres, maybe 60,000 acres of wetland, owned by 4 farmers, and the RSPB has a license, so it also has some hides on the island. And I brought them all together and said, look, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could have a wetland tourist attraction, a sort of safari park for birds? And we won a grant of about £165,000, I think, a couple of years ago, to look at the prospect of actually developing a visitor attraction for the island. And that's going along. We haven't yet completed it, but there's just 2 examples of what you can do as an MP. A third example is I'm so upset with Swale Borough Council and the way it treats sport. It just doesn't seem to care about how people play, what they play on, how they change, where they change. And I've done 2 things. I've suggested to the football clubs on the island they create a trust, and that they petition and ask Swale Borough Council to seed all of the football pitches into a trust that are owned by us on the island, by the islanders. And in that way we can then apply to the Football Foundation for new accommodation and for improved pitches and so on. And I do hope that will happen sometime this year or next. And sport's been a huge thing in my own life, having played rugby for England. I've seen how it can change people's lives for the better. And I want that experience for young people, because it can keep them off the street, and it can do so much, and does so much. And the one thing that I've been able to do on the sporting side, I'm helping Sheppey Rugby Club with their development plans. But I did bring together 30 odd clubs a couple of years ago to meet the Football Foundation people. And subsequently to that, we've won, I think, about 600,000 or 700,000 at Minster College. We've got Minster Primary School looking at a bigger project. We've got, I think, Westminster School also looking at that. But if we hadn't brought the Football Foundation down, that wouldn't have happened. And in that respect, again, just being the MP and knowing, which buttons to press here in London is helpful.